Most of us take food for granted. We eat when we're happy, sad, to celebrate. Food is a central part of our lives. But one Region 8 child may never be able to experience food the way that we do. He lives a life without food.
Hi, Koen.
Like most 4-year-olds,
And that's from the robots.
Koen Smith is full of energy. He loves to play sports,
Soccer, T-ball, basketball, go swimming.
Nothing slows him down.
Ready, set, go!
Including a rare disease.
He was hospitalized a few times for dehydration, failure to thrive. They did pretty much every test that you can possibly imagine. And then at 5 days before he turned 1, he was scoped and they discovered that he did in fact have eosinophilic esophagitis.
Also known as EOE, is a chronic allergic inflammatory disease that affects the swallowing tube, the esophagus. According to the American Partnership for Eosinophilic Disorders, 1 in 2,000 are born with the disease. Koen was born healthy, and for the first 5 months of his life, he was able to breastfeed without any problems.
We didn't notice any type of symptoms until he started to eat food.
The first food he tried, rice.
And then when that started, it went downhill pretty quickly. He started vomiting numerous times a day, 10 to 15 times a day.
His parents tried other foods, but he had the same results.
I just started making posters in my house, and I would put them up on the walls, trying to figure out which food was working or what ingredients for specific things he was eating. It was like a mystery.
Through his primary care doctor, Koen was connected with Dr. Robbie Pesic at Arkansas Children's Hospital in Little Rock. The initial strategy was to try to eliminate foods from Koen's diet to find the source of the problem. But that didn't work. Soon, tests revealed the true cause, a relief at first for the family.
Of course, we didn't know what was really to come at that point. We had been through so much leading up to that.
Because EOE is rare,
You doing okay, buddy?
there are limited ways to manage it. Medicine for reflux is used often.
We can also use a form of like a swallowed steroid that you swallow it and it coats the esophagus to make the eosinophils go away.
Or you can continue to try to identify what allergen triggers the disease and see if any foods are safe.
He can't eat anything, and he has no safe foods.
We have not been able to find foods that he can tolerate so far, so he's been on that elemental diet, and while he's on that, he's done great.
5.
While they continue to learn more about the disease, this
That wasn't a full one.
is Koen's reality, a food that comes in a powder.
He drinks about 45 to 50 ounces a day.
It does not have allergens and is safe for him.
He loves the Elacare. He drinks the vanilla. He doesn't like the original.
They can be sustained on that and grow and develop normally just by taking that formula.
I'm convinced that he is honestly healthier because of it. And I think it's because his body is getting exactly what it needs and not any other type of junk.
I like it like this much.
You do? That's how much you love your... Right now, he doesn't ask for food. He doesn't want the food. And I always say, you can't miss something that you've never had.
Koen is completing food trials to see if he could eat anything without needing a steroid. But if any symptoms show up, he stops eating that food immediately.
In Koen's case, we want him to be a happy and healthy kid. We want him to eat as much as possible, but even if not, he's still been a happy kid.
But it doesn't faze him. He's never had it. He doesn't remember having it. And so he doesn't want it. He does want to smell it, and he does want to feed it to us. And that's what he loves.
But for a mother wanting the best for her child, she keeps hoping for more.
any food that he passes from here on out is just considered extra. Unfortunately, he has yet to pass a food. But one day we have hope that he may have a food.
Koen is at a healthy weight for his age, and he's gone through genetic research. His little brother, Sheppy, has a minor case of EOE, but not as severe as Koen's. Through it all, the Smith family calls Dr. Pesic their angel in a white coat because of his support and guidance through Koen's medical journey.